Aloha, race fans. Here's how the But anyway, didn't get to play. Yesterday it looked like it was going to rain. I went up there and had a couple beers, and Leah was the bartender up at Charlotte's Web Pub, and she's always cool about it. And it never did end up raining, but I didn't play. And today I was just about ready to roll out of here, and it started raining. And it hasn't really stopped, and that was about over 3 hours ago. Not heavy. So anyway, we'll do a jam here in the RV. An RV jam. An RV jam. Let's see where we can put this phone. How's that going to be? That might work. But I got it plugged in. We're going for it. Maybe we'll do this. Yeah, I guess, let's try that. Oh, yeah, that works fine. That'll be fine. Alrighty. Alright then. We will start with this one. God, I don't even know if I should look at this. All right. Well, it was nearly summer. We sat on your roof. Yeah, we smoked cigarettes and we stared at the moon. Showed you stars you never could see. Couldn't have been that easy to forget about me. Baby, time's been nothing, anything seemed real. Yeah, you kissed like fire and you made me feel like anything you did was meant to be. Couldn't have been that easy to forget about me. Baby, even the losers, they get lucky sometimes. Baby, even the losers, they keep a little bit of pride. They get lucky sometimes. Hey! Yeah, baby, time's never overpass. Rocks hit the water like broken glass. I should have known right then it wasn't too good to last. But God, it's such a drag when you're living in the past. Baby, even the losers, they get lucky sometimes. Baby, even the losers, they keep a little bit of pride. They get lucky sometimes. Baby, even the losers, they get lucky sometimes. Baby, even the losers. Yep. The rain, it's nice having the rain right on the roof right there. I will say that. As in, I'm in an RV. I do like that. I do like that. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Well, let's see. I'd like to do it. God, that's it's tough reading those there, let me tell you. I guess I could lower that, maybe. Let's see. Well, no, you know what? Let's do it this way. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work, Bob. All right. I kind of got one of these, the most complicated, maybe not. Yeah, kind of. I got that one down pretty good. Couple spots I got a little shaky on. God, that's a lot of words right there. I actually changed into this shirt for this. Normally wouldn't do that, but I'm right where my shirts are. And I was standing there, and I just got this last week. If you can see, it's the Contemporary Resort. I had a nice day. I went last Friday. I went to, wanted to go to the record store in Orlando, Park Avenue CDs, which I did. And I was looking for 4 CDs. Van Morrison's new one. I was a priority. And then the Neil Young. Neil Young's got his new Talking to the Trees and or Coastal, which are somehow weirdly difficult to get a hold of, even in an independent record store. And then Lucas Nelson came out with a new one, Willie's Son. And the new Little Feat. And they only had the Lucas Nelson and Little Feat, which was disappointing. And then, so I left there, and I was getting ready to go over to Disney World, and then I drove out of there down Bunbury Avenue, I think it is, because I take that 408 to 429 over to Disney. I do the toll roads in Orlando, it's the only place, or if I'm in Miami. And I'm like, oh shit. There was a Barnes & Noble there, one of the few that are left, right there on Bunbury Avenue, right where the plaza is, where I've seen a lot of shows. So I turned around, went back there, and they had the van, which was nice. Then I made my way over to Disney World, and then I got to Disney World, and I was just like, I went to the Polynesian first, of course. That's kind of been the thing. And they have this kid playing there, this big guy. It's one of those big guys, but he's a cool guy. I talked to him the first time. He's been filling in. The regular guy, Alika, had some sort of surgery, so now they have a few different people. But this kid's blessed with the voice. And he's a bass player by trade, I guess. So he plays ukulele here, and he's a Samoan, or he seems of Samoan. You know, he's built, with the big guy with the beautiful voice. But his ukulele, he's not like flashy or nothing, but he just hits everything perfect, like just the one chord, and his voice just takes, all you're listening to is his voice, I'm noticing the ukulele, but it's just so perfectly timed being a bass player. But he did a bunch of cool tunes. And then I was about ready to leave. I like walking over to the Magic Kingdom now because you can. And he broke into that Banana Pancakes by Jack Johnson. The one. It could be raining all the. That one anyway. But it was just great. And he just sounded so freaking good, man. So I had to stay and listen to that. Then I figured I'd stay, and because I had talked to him before, and he acknowledged me. This was the most packed I had ever seen the Trader Sam's outside. I don't know if it's because it was June and a lot of weddings. It was a Friday, which could have been. or if this guy's getting a reputation, because it was that good. You know, he played pretty simple ukulele, but it was just perfectly rhythmically timed, and he just has a great voice. I can't remember his name, but I'll hopefully I'm going on the 1st, which is Tuesday, so who knows? Who knows who will be there? I tuned this the other day, the 12 string, and I don't feel like tuning it right now, so I'm not gonna. So I hope it's all right. All right. Dun, 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 dun. put my glasses on. Oh! That's what that says. We'll take this off for now. We don't need that for this one. And you know what else? While we're at it.
$40,000 headmen couldn't make me change my mind. If I had to take a choice between the deaf man and the blind, I know just where my feet should go, and that's enough for me. I turned around and knocked them down and walked across the streets. Very far when suddenly I saw 3 small ships sailing towards a distant shore. So lighting up a jazz cigarette, I followed in pursuit and found a secret cave where they obviously stashed the loot. So I turned around and 40,000 headmen in the dirt, firing 20 shotguns each, and man, it really hurt. But luckily for me, they had to stop and reload. And by the time they done, I was heading down the road. Heading down the road, heading down the road, heading down the road.
Not sure I should wait before I go into the chorus, so to speak, or the second part. Like, keep doing between the second verse before you go into the. Cool tune though, man. Traffic. Spent a lot of time with that album up in UMass. That was huge. The first 2 Traffic albums, Mr. Fantasy and Traffic. Tell you what you want me to be, then look again and you will see that I'm still the same. Vagabond Virgin, man. This crazy, I think Dave Mason wrote it. Crazy tune on there. Which I always liked because it was crazy. Just a weird tune. Very 60s British psychedelic. Vagabond Virgin. It used to kind of bug my buddy that I liked that one. Be like, oh yeah, I forgot you like that. Not for the faint of heart. Stevie Winwood, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Oh yeah, so it's going to continue. So yeah, so after the Polynesian, I did walk over to the Magic Kingdom, and I was like, fuck it. It was already almost 8:30 or something. They closed at 10. You know, the fireworks were coming up, so everybody was going to be on Main Street. So it wasn't worth it. And I don't care. I just kind of go. I like seeing the walk around has become the thing. It's healthy. It's cheap. Respectively, or whatever you call it. You know, I'm obviously paying for an annual pass, but $33 a month. But that's good. Just watching the monorails go around and shit. And because it can still be the Disney I remember when I see it that way. So anyway, so I decided to walk over to the Contemporary, which I hadn't been to in a long time. So I walked over and came up the escalators. Still total 70s decor and like the bottom floor and shit. It's awesome. So went in there. I ended up getting this shirt. You get 20% off with the pass holder discount. And it wasn't like one of those super expensive ones. So it was like $65 and then it was $12 off. So. But then there's a big thing where people watch. Maybe they've been doing it for years because it's just obvious. But you watch the fireworks from the Contemporary. It's pretty cool. Just a totally different view with kind of Space Mountain and the Neutron are in your foreground. So it's pretty cool. And the monorails will be coming around into the Contemporary. It's right at the very dramatic where there's a rise and a turn, so you get the monorail going like this. Pretty nice. Then I took the monorail back to the Polynesian. And where did I go? Did I go to the ticket center? No, I went to the Polynesian. Back to the Polynesian. That was it. Then I got this crappy pizza. I wanted to try something different. The Pieology is fine. I'll probably go there again on Tuesday. But I just wanted to try a different one. I wanted like that coal-fired pizza where you get the black pieces, burnt pieces and shit. And I went to this one. It was adequate. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It wasn't what I wanted. It really wasn't that great. Let's do this one again. Not one I just did again, but let's do this one with the 12 string. gotta get, if you like Neil Young, unfortunately, how can you not? But if you haven't ever, if you want to just get a good Neil Young album, you haven't listened to one in a while, you haven't, just get Year of the Horse. It's like from '97 live, and it's one of the coolest. All good selection of tunes. There's a bunch of acoustic tunes on there, but with the band acoustic, not just solo acoustic. It's pretty cool. But it's recorded in like the amphitheaters, and you get. That's what I like. Some of these outdoor recordings where you can kind of feel or hear the venue. Like one of my most wonderfully recorded favorite recordings is, if you can still get it, the Kukua Festival, Jack Johnson's tribute or charity out in Hawaii. But it's got like Taj Mahal and Eddie Vedder and Willie Nelson on it, and John Cruz and David Kavika Kahiapo, Jackson Brown. But the recording's so nice. Like you can hear them on stage, you can hear the audience, you know, and it's like because if you've ever been to the Honolulu Bowl at the zoo, which I have, but I was there for one of them, the one with Dave Matthews. But I was outside. There's actually a fence, and then there's a big field or a big lawn out there, and that's where everybody sits, and you can hear everything fine, but you can't see anything. So that's where I was when I saw it, 2008. But the recording of it is so nice, man. You know, you just crank that up, and it's like you're outside at a concert, you know. I don't like when they try and get rid of like crowd noise and stuff, you know.
Stopped by to pick up a reason for the thought that I caught that my head is the event of the season. Why a trace of my face can seem so pleasing. I'll cop out to the change, but a stranger is putting the tease on. I was down on a frown when a messenger brought me a letter. I was raised by the praise of a fan who said I upset her. Any girl in the world could have easily known me better. She said, "You're strange, but don't change." And I let her. In a while, will the smile on my face turn to plaster? Stick around while the clown who is sick does the trick of disaster. For the race of my head and my face moving much faster. Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Is it strange I should change? I don't know.
Yep, that's when all this crap that's going on, whether you want to talk politics or not, that's when it comes and smacks you in the face. How much more out of it can you try and stay than getting high and playing guitar and listening to Neil Young and shit? And the next thing you know, he's out there in, smack. I love this guy's music and whap, whap. I'm like, I don't agree with a single thing he fucking believes in. So that's when it, so that's when you want to know what you're thinking is all right. Because when your heroes are all, I just seen this picture last week for some reason. I went to Bob Weir's website. Did I? That's just weird that I would. Not that I don't love Bobby and the Dead, but anyway, and there's this picture up. He's got like this gallery and him with a Harris Walls shirt on and all, just with that goofy fucking no mind eyes of his looking at you. It's like, dude, what the fuck, man? Isn't it sometimes better to say nothing then, I guess, if you can't be like, I like the other guy? It just seems to think that your heroes are for that. You're like, how out of touch are you, man? What are you thinking? It just makes you question big time. Because I feel pretty solid on my beliefs. So that's when it comes and gets you, I just try and get high and listen to the Grateful Dead every fucking day and Neil Young. Next thing you know, they're and it's like, no. So let's do another one by Neil.
Hello, cowgirl in the sand. Is this place at your command? Can I stay here for a while? Can I have anything to do? Old enough now to change your name when so many love to visit the same. It's running you that makes you wanna play this game.
Getting there. I didn't have the words there, so I kind of was. I have trouble. I think I get like the first openings of each 3 verses, but then it gets, except the last one. But the last one, I have the purple words on the gray back down. Where that comes in, I'm missing on the first 2 verses a little bit, especially that second verse. And then there's a bunch of C. You're doing like the C, but adding in the G and the F. And there's a couple key there. And the other time it's you do CF, and I'm still, while I'm singing and thinking of the words, I mess that up a couple times.
I want you back again. I want your love again. I know you find it hard to reason with me. This time it's different, darling, you'll see. You gotta tell me you're coming back to me. Oh, tell me you're coming back to me. Oh, tell me you're coming. Yeah.
Should have looked at this before I did it. I looked at the B. That was it.
You said we're through before. You walked out on me before. I tried to tell you, but you didn't want to know. This time it's different, darling. Please, sure. You gotta tell me you're coming back to me. Oh, tell me you're coming back to me. Oh, tell me you're coming back to me. Oh, tell me you're coming back to me. I wait as the days go by. I long for the nights to go by. I hear the knock on the door. It never comes. I hear the telephone that hasn't rung. You gotta tell me you're coming back to me. Oh,
D sharp minor. I wrote it as D sharp minor. You could call it E flat minor, which I most likely have identified it throughout my career. So that threw me off there. Because I looked at the first line. I'm like, B, F sharp. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to roll. Then all of a sudden, back to E. That's like, an unusual chord change. Then they bring in the G sharp minor, which is a Stonesy chord. The Stones that shows up in oh yeah, we were actually going to do that one. We were going to transfer that one over to the 12-string zone. A formerly regular 6-string guitar, where I'm thinking it might be better as a 12-stringer. You tell me. You be the judge. These two, both of these, kind of just started playing both of them. Well, yeah. Salt of the Earth I've played for many times. Not regularly, you know. That's one of those ones, every time you hear it, you want to play it. Then you play it for a couple weeks and you kind of...
Let's drink to the hard-working people. Let's drink to the lowly of birth. Raise your glass to the good and the evil. Let's drink to the salt of the earth. Say a prayer for the common foot soldier. Spare a thought for his back-breaking work. Say a prayer for his wife and his children, who burn the fires and who still till the earth. When I search a faceless crowd, a swirling mass of gray and black and white, they don't appeal to me. In fact, they look so strange. Raise your glass to the hard-working people. Let's drink to the uncounted heads. Let's think of the unwavering millions who need leaders but get gamblers instead. Spare a thought for the stay-at-home wider. Empty eyes gaze at strange beauty shows. The parade of the gray-suited grifters. A choice of cancer or polio. When I search a faceless spell for the ragtag people. Let's drink to the salt of the earth. Let's drink to the hard-working people. Let's drink to the salt of the earth. Let's drink to the 2,000 millions. Let's think of the humble and earth. Let's take a drink to the salt of the earth. When I wake up early in the morning, lift my head, I'm still yawning, yawning. When I'm in the middle of a dream, stay in bed, float upstream. Please don't wake me, no, don't shake me, leave me where I am. I'm only sleeping. Everybody seems to think I'm crazy. I don't mind. I think they're crazy, running everywhere at such a speed. Till they find there's no need. Please don't spoil my day. I'm miles away, and after all, I'm only sleeping. Sleeping at night on the world going by my window, taking my time, lying there and staring at the ceiling, waiting for a sleepy feeling. Please don't spoil my day, I'm miles away, and after all, I'm only sleeping. Keeping an eye on the world going by my window, taking my time. When I wake up early in the morning, lift my head, I'm still yawning. When I'm in the middle of a dream, stay in bed, float upstream. Please don't spoil my day, I'm miles away, and after all, I'm only sleeping.
Yeah, I kind of did an instrumental off the cuff there when I didn't sing. But I came in, yeah, but please don't spoil. I thought it was, yeah. That's just arrangement. I got to tell you, buddy, you stink. Yeah, yeah. Somebody just dropped a deuce and it just changed. It changed. Yeah, I got a candle burning. We're gonna have to step up the game, apparently. I got a candle burning. That one weird chord there too. Almost. A few rough points. Still got to look. It's not difficult, but it's another one of those ones. There's a lot of A minor and E minors, and they kind of move around. There's an occasional B minor thrown in there at one point, but it's a key point right in that last verse there. You know that, and it's just a box of rain. And that E minor there, the E minor I wrote in red pen, it's not very well. I need to go over it and darken it, and because I wasn't completely sure the E. What happens, man? I'm doing this. It's for all permanence, and you go to make the E, and the middle and the bottom one are too close together, and you've just done it in red fucking ink. And you try and go over it, and it just turns, and it's. But that's what happens. You go through it now, and then that kind of highlights. Oh yeah, that is glaring. And then, so it's just a box of rain. I don't know who put it there. Believe it if you need it, or leave it if you did. That's the only B minor in the whole fucking song right there. So the rest of it's all this A minor, E minor, C, G, D, and they throw that one. And so what happens here? I got it written in. God, it's black. Here's what happened here. So for some strange reason, originally I wrote these lyrics down many moons ago with green. All the words were with a green pen. I was into, I like to shake it up until I kind of got a system where it's either blue or black for the words and green or red for the chords. So now, just recently, because I started playing this one fairly recently, after writing it down for many years, playing it here and there, I'm kind of trying to play it now. So I went over the green and black ink. So it's a little weird. I actually thought I was it is a little blurry when I do that, but it's a little funky because it's black over green. And then, so I did the chords. I probably went over whatever was there, but it was pretty faded in red. And just, so that B minor though, the backstroke of the B is right at where it says, believe it if you need. It's at the D. So the D is going up to where the B is. It's the backstroke of the back of the D is the back of the B. Because the B minor is written above, right. So anyway, having not played this one a ton and and kind of forgetting that little trick there, when I got to that, it was difficult and unexpected to kind of have a B minor until I think I played maybe an E minor. And I was like, oh, that was a B minor. And I kind of remembered, oh, there was that one time. So that's what happened there. And this is why, you wonder why they go over shit a ton, like the football teams and stuff. Right there, if I had gone over the whole lyrics before I had started this, I either would have seen that it was a B minor or made an adjustment, tightened down that E minor there. That's taught, I had my pile of songs for 12 string, but I didn't really have, other than that, I wanted to get 40,000 Space Oddity, My, and 40,000 Headmen, and even the Losers. Those were kind of the... When will these clouds all disappear?
I still love you. Remember all those nights we cried, all the dreams we held so close seemed to all go up in smoke. Let me whisper in your ear. Cats. That was gonna go in the water bowl. That's why that was such a desperate. Angie. Where will it lead us from here? She is named Angie, by the way. The one who just did that. Angie, don't you weep. All your kisses still taste sweet. I hate that sadness in your eyes. But Angie, anytime we said goodbye, with no loving in our souls and no money in our clothes, you can't say we're satisfied. But Angie, I still love you, baby. Everywhere I look, I see a wire. There ain't a woman that comes close to you. Come on, baby, dry your eyes. But Angie, ain't it good to be alive? Angie, they can say we never tried. I like my version of Angie. I don't mean all the weird fuck ups and shit, but it's kind of the one out of the book, man. And I haven't ever played it with the record, you know, like that's what they're doing. But I'm pretty sure maybe, I don't know, maybe it is an A minor. I don't think they do that. I like that. I like the way I've kind of come up with my own little arrangement of that. And it seems to fit the song to me. It's like a very ragged, you know? Sort of this ragged feel that I like. May not be to everybody's taste, but I like it. Kind of like it's going to fall apart, and oftentimes it does. But you be the judge if it's fallen apart too long. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad.
Oh, the itch right on the end of the nose. All right, well. Oh, I gotta keep this on to talk, right? The AC's off. It's a totally different world. Yeah, the AC is rough. I mean, thank you, Mr. AC. I love you, but he's loud. And it's right here. And like when I'm cooking or doing the dishes, it's right on you. But it's because you're so good that it's kind of a bummer. Because you're very appreciated and loved. But it would have been better right there. Maybe right there. Yeah, probably right here would have been pretty good. But maybe they did it back behind the door. I don't know. But it's good. Except when you have to stand directly under it. That tune, I remember that. That was one of those tunes that when you're little, like I remember hearing that, must probably on BCN, WBCN in Boston, but on the radio as a youngster before I knew anything. For some reason, and that's not a tune they played a ton anywhere, but I heard it, and it always stuck with me. You know, kind of like Green Tambourine was one of those. Space Oddity is one of those first ones too, you know, because of the when you're a little kid that always catches you. But that's not quite as obscure as I'm So Glad. Cream. But it's original. It's an old blues tune like Skip James or probably a ton of people. I think he was the popularizer, perhaps. Billy. But that was a good jam. Ah.